PHNX Suns here at the Kyler Murray charity softball game. And, of course, Cam Johnson, a part of the white team. You taking home a dub today, Cam?
That's the plan.
That's the plan. How are you going to contribute to a dub?
I'm just a team guy. I'll do whatever it takes for us to win. I think we got a good rush so far. Our team chemistry looking like it's in the right place, so I'm excited.
Did you see Devin Booker taking PP the other day?
No, how'd that go?
Oh, he hit a home run.
Really?
Not on these small fences either. You think you can do that tonight?
On the small fence or the big fence?
Either one.
I think I can.
All right.
It's all about the belief. Like the Dan Marley Hustle Award of better the charity softball game. Obviously, back in Arizona, you spend a lot of time here in Phoenix, a fan favorite. Just saw a bunch of people mob you when you walked up to the stands. What is that like coming back here and receiving such a warm welcome?
Oh, it's awesome. I love playing here. I think our team had a great chemistry, a great vibe, and the city just rallied around that. And I was just really grateful to be a part of that, and to even have them appreciate that section of my career when I come back these days is really cool to see.
How does it feel to see former teammates making it into the Eastern Conference Finals? Mikal Bridges, campaign.
Landry
Shamet too. Does it feel good, or is it frustrating? How does that feel?
It's really hard to cheer for the New York Knicks.
I mean, obviously,
really hard. I want them and their individual success to be as high as it can be. I cheer for both of those guys individually, and I want them to perform. And if the result is their team's going to the Eastern Conference Finals, then I'm happy for them. I wouldn't say I'm actively cheering for the Knicks to win it all. That's
rightfully
that's a tough
so.
one. Yep, that's a tough one to do. But I cheer for those guys.
Okay, you probably don't remember this, but you were the very first guest on PHNX Suns.
When was it?
It was back in 2021.
Okay.
And we played a game called Only Cams, where you had to guess, was it you, Campaign, or Cam Newton?
What were we doing?
I was just like, went to this high school,
okay.
played this sport in elementary school,
dope.
And you actually won because we did it with Campaign, we did it with a couple of the other cams around town. You actually won. We never got a chance to tell you that.
Thank you.
So, yeah. Well, how has it been in Brooklyn? I mean, it's got to be a little different to live in New York than it is in Phoenix.
The lifestyle-wise, it's completely different.
Yeah.
I mean, polar opposites of locations. But I've really appreciated our organization and the people that make that go, and I've found a home there and where that I enjoy showing up to work, and I enjoy my teammates, my coaching staff, and everybody else around that has made that been a lot of fun.
You talked about the fans supporting you for this chapter of your career here in Phoenix. What would you say the biggest lesson is that you took from Phoenix to Brooklyn?
That's a great question, man. The biggest lesson that you take is from when you take a step back and look at what we were doing in Phoenix. You gain an appreciation for what actually made it tick. There's a lot of good players in the NBA. There's a lot of good coaches. I think the combination of our coach and our roster and how we were able to execute and build upon our principles and develop them was a lesson in and of itself. And then that ability to take that next step in success. I think what we were able to do in Phoenix was, fortunately for us, a lot of linear success where we started kind of at the bottom, worked our way towards the mid, had a good bubble that first year, took that year into a 2 seed in the finals, took that to a 1 seed. We lost in that Western Conference semis, but that escalation to that point was very intentional in my opinion, and what we were able to put into the program. And so you can take those lessons in kind of team building and how you want your team to behave, respond to adversity, cooperate. And I learned a lot from those guys, from my teammates, from my coaching staff, from the leaders on our team. And it's things that I can see, the Brooklyn situation that we're in right now is, reminds me of that in some degree. Not 100%, but there are some similarities in the fact that, early this season and throughout our whole season, honestly, this year specifically, we had a really young roster and we really struggled to close games. But we really struggled to close games my first year in Phoenix too. And so it's just like guys, this is a process. This doesn't happen on accident. It happens with intentional process. So learning those things early in my career kind of helped me a lot, at least maintain my cool later on and be able to understand that, I've been on both sides of that winning and losing. And I've been in the in-between and seeing how that actually manifests itself.
Has it been weird going from being the young guy with that group to being a vet in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I mean, I could have anticipated it coming quick because my young guy was 23 as a rookie.
That's true.
So you turn around, you flip 6 years later. I'm second oldest on the team, and I've enjoyed that process as well. And the younger guys start to gravitate towards it, and I appreciate our entire roster. We have a good group of guys in Brooklyn for sure.
We know you got to go, so real quick, 2026 coming up. It's nice out here. Just remember,
just dropping it out there.
I'm here in the off season, no matter what, guys. So.
Appreciate your time,
Yeah.
Cam.
Cam
Thanks
Johnson
so much.
with PHNX Suns. Thank you so much, Cam.
Thank you, guys.